much, now I'm swallowed.
Jake Paul is gearing up for an intense showdown against boxing icon Mike Tyson next month. But he's been cautioned that the extra padding in their gloves might not protect him as much as he hopes. In this high-profile matchup scheduled for November 15th in Arlington, Texas, Paul and Tyson will face off in a professionally sanctioned event. This fight, overseen by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, will consist of 8 2-minute rounds rather than the typical 3-minute rounds. And both fighters will use 14-ounce gloves, which are heavier than the standard issue. For Paul, who is riding high off a recent win against former UFC fighter Mike Perry, this is another chance to prove his place in the boxing world. Since he entered the boxing scene in 2020, he has steadily built his reputation by defeating well-known opponents, including Tyron Woodley, Anderson Silva, and Nate Diaz. On the other hand, the 58-year-old Tyson, who last competed professionally in 2005 when he lost to Kevin McBride, has only returned to the ring once for an exhibition match with Roy Jones Jr. 4 years ago. The build-up to this fight has been electrifying, with fans and analysts alike wondering if Tyson, with his legendary knockout power, will still have the upper hand over the younger Paul. Richard Steele, a Hall of Fame referee who knows Tyson's fighting style well, recently weighed in with his prediction that the fight won't last the full 8 rounds. Speaking to USA Today, Steele, now 80, emphasized the power Tyson brings to the ring, despite the additional padding in the gloves. Steele remarked that the extra padding may offer some cushion, but won't be enough to significantly reduce Tyson's impact. Reflecting on his experience in the ring with Tyson, Steele warned, even with the 14-ounce gloves, Tyson's punches are dangerous, and they can be devastating. For a boxer like Tyson, that power doesn't fade quickly. Steele explained that, when refereeing Tyson's bouts, he had to stay alert at all times, due to the potential of a knockout blow coming at any second. When you're officiating a Tyson fight, you need to be close enough to break things up, but far enough to keep yourself safe. Questions have arisen about whether Tyson is taking this fight seriously. He recently surprised many with details of his intense training regimen during an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel's show. Tyson told Kimmel that he's dedicating 6 hours each day to preparing for the fight. "I start my training at 11 a.m. and usually leave around 5 p.m., he said. Kimmel, visibly shocked, pressed him on whether that schedule included breaks, to which Tyson admitted that there's a brief lunch break. Kimmel's response, "Oh no," captured the general disbelief over the 58-year-old's rigorous commitment to training for the match. As the fight date approaches, anticipation continues to build. This is no ordinary boxing match. It's an event that brings together 2 very different fighters from 2 different generations. Tyson, the ferocious heavyweight champion of the past, faces Paul, the younger, brash, and tenacious fighter seeking to carve out his own legacy. With Tyson's raw power and Paul's youthful agility, this matchup promises to deliver a unique clash of styles and